Are you worried your holiday party's gonna be boring this year? Spice things up with Crowdpurr Trivia. Spread joy to your crowd with a fun trivia game where your crowd joins in on their phones, competing for fun prizes and bragging rights, either virtually or in person. In this video, I'll show you how to get up and running in just a few clicks, all for free. Then, you kick back with a glass of eggnog and watch as your crowd has an amazing holiday party thanking you for such a good time. Let's check it out. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is open a browser and go out to crowdpurr.com. Once you're there, click on the green Try for Free button. That's gonna take you to a login or create an account page. If you don't have an account, just simply create a new account by entering your email, your first name, and a password. I'm gonna go ahead and log in. And now, once you do that, we're ready to create our first trivia game. So in the upper left-hand corner, click on Create Experience, and we're gonna create a countdown trivia game. Go ahead and click Create, and this opens our trivia library. This is chock full of brand new trivia games that we put out every single week on trending topics, sports, holidays, movies, celebrities, TV, anything and everything that's in the news, current events. So we always have new games to check out for your crowd. Let's go ahead and create a National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation trivia game for our holiday trivia party, because who doesn't love that? So I'm just gonna type in Lampoon into the search bar, and we have games and questions. We'll go ahead and click on games, click on the blue arrow there under National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and what we're gonna do is say add full game. This is gonna add all 15 questions to the trivia game that we're creating. And on our free basic plan, you can add up to 15 questions. And again, run the game for up to 20 participants at the same time, all for free. So I'm gonna click next, and then it's gonna ask what playback mode we want. I'm gonna have you update this to fully automatic mode, because in this demo, we're going to set it and forget it. And when we use fully automatic mode, that means it's gonna run our trivia game from A to Z, doing everything we need in between. Every question, it's gonna show live answer results, show the rankings. You can just kick back and enjoy your glass of eggnog in fully automatic mode. So go ahead and press next, and we'll call this Holiday Trivia Party. And click rock and roll. This creates something called the experience dashboard for your trivia game. You'll notice, if you use the left and right arrows, you'll see all the trivia questions that have been added to the game. These were the ones in the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation library game. And you'll notice there's multiple choice questions, there's type in text answer questions where your crowd has to type in the answer. And you'll also notice that each question has GIFs, images, YouTube videos. Some questions have images on their answer options. So it's a very rich, media-rich trivia game that you'll be able to enjoy with your crowd. The first thing I want to do is open up something called the presentation view. So click on the purple presentation view button and drag this tab off of the existing window and kind of shape it into a wide screen. And what this is a presentation view of your trivia game. This is optional because players will see everything they need to see on their phone, but it's a good way for your players to be able to join the game. So this, if you're at a live event, this might be something that you connect to a projector or an HDMI cable that goes into a bunch of television screens or something, depending on the venue. And this can be projected out in front of everybody, allowing your crowd to scan the QR code to join your game. Or you'll notice that they can also just go to crowd.live and enter your custom code. So that's actually how your crowd joins the trivia game, either by scanning the QR code with their phone or on a browser. If they're playing from home, they can just type in crowd.live and enter the code. They can also do that on their phone. So once we have the presentation view open, if we go to the lower right-hand corner of it, there is a full screen button. And this allows you to full screen this, so when you connect it to a projector at a live event, it will take up the entire projection space on the screen. So at a live event, you might have this connected to a projector via HDMI or some other connection, or into a television screen system at whatever venue you're at. And this just allows you to full screen that. For the purpose of this demo, I'm gonna keep this minimized here so we can keep an eye on it as we proceed. Additionally, if you're doing a virtual trivia holiday party, you can share this window in Zoom. So as players play in a browser on their desktop computer, they can see this shared window in the Zoom meeting as well. So let's go ahead and in the lower right-hand corner, give this a more festive feel and set the background to red. And then I think we're ready to go there. And then now we're gonna go over and click Participant View. What this is going to do is open a simulated view that your players will see when they scan the QR code on their devices. And this allows you to play just like any other player would. And we'll go ahead and set this to a cool red background so everybody has a festive vibe as well. So by default, all trivia games need a nickname, but there are additional settings within Crowdpurr to collect things like emails, last name, first name, address, and you can even add custom lead capture fields as one of our upgraded features. But even in the free version, we allow you to collect email, first name, last name, address, quite a few additional lead capture fields here. Phone number, postal code, age. The upgraded features do let you add your own custom fields such as opt-in checkboxes, drop-down lead capture fields. You could ask someone their employee ID number or what region they belong to, any of those kind of things. So we're now ready to kick off our game, but the one thing I want to do before this, just a helpful tip, I'm going to go to the green settings tab and set the countdown timer to 5 minutes instead of just 10 seconds. And now that's how long our trivia game is going to count down before the game starts. So if I go up to playback control in the experience dashboard, click it and say start countdown, our game now shows a 5-minute countdown. This is really helpful if you're doing a holiday party and people are enjoying your appetizers or drinks and they're talking and it's actually time to play the trivia game. You can start the countdown timer from anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes and people will see the QR code up on the screen and have that much time to get signed into the game, scan the QR code, enter their name, and be ready for the game to start. So it's kind of good to have a little bit of a countdown timer going. For the purpose of this demo, we're going to skip past this since we're ready to play. So I'm just going to press the green play button. If I didn't play this, the game would automatically start once the countdown timer is done. I'll click play and say skip countdown, and our trivia game is going to start. And you'll notice the presentation view and the participant view all run in sync. And the first question, what family is at the center of the 1989 holiday classic National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? We all know that's the Griswolds. So I'll click that answer option. And now, because we're in fully automatic mode, the game will automatically show the answer results. It'll automatically show the correct answer on participant devices, and then show a fun question note about the question, which is the fact that this is the third National Lampoon film featuring the Griswolds. And then it will automatically show the rankings after each question. I'm the only player right now, so that's why I'm the only one listed. So fully automatic mode runs the game for you. So you kick it off, you kick back as the host, and just watch all the fun happen. Like I said, sip on your eggnog a little bit, and just enjoy watching your crowd clamor for that first place. I'll vote. Make sure I click Rottweiler there for what breed of dog is Cousin Eddie's rambunctious pooch snots. So I've added a few more players to the rankings, and we're on question 5. And after we see the question note, now we're going to see a more full leaderboard because I opened up some extra browsers in the background and had some more players join. And we can see now that the leaderboard is showing more players. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to press pause, and you'll see that our participant view paused. And I'm going to update the playback mode under settings, playback and timing to host controlled. And then I'm going to go ahead and press play again. So I've kicked off the next question in host controlled mode, and I'm going to have a lot more players vote. And you'll notice when the 15 question timer runs out, on this question, nothing's going to happen because we're now in host controlled mode. So the game just sits here until we update the viewer controls. So now, if I want to show live answer results, I have to press the button under viewer controls on the experience dashboard. There's also a keyboard shortcut A. And now you'll see that updated, the presentation view and the participant view with the live answer results. And then the same thing, nothing happens until I do show correct answer. That updates the correct answer. And then similarly, nothing happens until I press show question notes. And then I can also optionally show the rankings. So host controlled mode is good if you have a live narrator that's proctoring your trivia game. They may want to go at their own pace. They may want to vamp on the question. They might, if it's questions about your company or your content, you may want to talk about which answer was correct or whatever. And if the game's automatically going, it may be hard for the host to kind of stay in sync with that. So this allows an admin to be on the dashboard queuing off the live host. So at this point, the host would say, okay, we see the rankings after question 8, let's go to question 9. And at that point, the person running the dashboard presses the arrow over, and that kicks off question 9. And then again, it's waiting on that host to cue the person to show the additional viewer controls. And perhaps you don't want to show the rankings after every single question. That's where host controlled mode comes into play. I'm gonna go ahead and press pause and set the game back to fully automatic. I'm gonna press pause, I'm gonna take it to the last question, and then I'm gonna set it to fully automatic, and we're skipped ahead, and I'm gonna press play to start the game again. And now we're on the last question. Why is the carpet all wet, Todd? I don't know, Margot. We all know that that's from the ice, from the Griswold's gutter melting onto the carpet. And I wanna show the last question here because now we're back in fully automatic mode, so we get answer results automatically, correct answer automatically, question note automatically. And when you're on the last question and you show the rankings, it's going to automatically show the winner animations for the trivia game, which is a fun way to reveal who won. So we've got Maria in 3rd place. We've got Nigel in 2nd place. And we've got Michael in 1st place. So that's a fun way if you're giving out those 3 prizes like we mentioned in the blog post. It's going to ultimately end on the final rankings anyway. But if you show the rankings on the final question or just stop the trivia game, which before the game was over, there was a stop button here, that will trigger those final winner animations. So this was just a test of our trivia game. Let's say we were testing on some friends and our actual holiday party isn't for another week. We've got our game all ready to go, but now we've already run it. In Crowdpurr, you're allowed to run a trivia game as many times as you want. You can run it over and over and over again, practicing by design. So you can get the hang of the controls and the system. So all we need to do is reset the game and it'll be ready to go again. So if I click on the reset this trivia game button under playback control on the experience dashboard, it's gonna pop up and say, do you wanna keep the crowd responses or clear crowd responses? We'll press clear. It's gonna say, are you sure? Because we're actually deleting data, but that's okay. It was just test data. We'll say clear crowd responses. And now the game is ready to go again. It's got the same QR code, the same experience code. Anybody that was logged in when the game ended is automatically logged in again. And at this point, it's ready for us to kick off again if we wanted to. Start counting, and we can do it all over again. So everything I've shown here is doable with the 100% free Crowdpurr basic plan. You can have up to 20 participants, add up to 15 questions per game. You can have up to 3 games, so you can create 3 rounds of 15 questions each, and use our next round feature to connect them. If you want to upload a custom logo, add more participants up to 100, 500, 1,000, 5,000, and even more. If you want to export your game activity and data to a CSV afterward, all of those and many, many more are part of our upgraded features. So if you can use the free basic plan this holiday season, super awesome. But if you want to check out the more premium plans, just go to the plans page and you can see all the different features that we have, such as advanced team modes, live streaming to the participant view, custom experience codes, custom lead capture fields, uploading custom backgrounds, uploading pop-up ads, all kinds of cool stuff.
We hope you have an amazing holiday party this year. And remember, you're not alone. Reach out to Crowdpurr customer support at any time if you have any questions. And as always, happy holidays from Crowdpurr.